Hello and welcome back to the New Zealand story, if you will. And today's episode is probably one of the most crucial out of the entire series to come. Not to say that it's like the most exciting and then the rest are gonna be crap. I'm just saying like this one's like the most like important to know because it changed our entire trip. Okay. Now, so it's like don't miss this episode, you know. But yes, today it is episode 2. I hope you enjoyed the first episode. You know, I hope you enjoyed the way I put it together. It's a little bit, I don't know, it's a bit difficult to use the footage like I said in the previous episode, because like I said, I wasn't planning on doing YouTube or anything like that. So the way I've vlogged it is very much just, yeah, like I said anyway. Whatever. Anyway, if you missed the first episode, definitely go back and like watch that before this one. Okay. So yeah, today's episode, I'm just going to begin it by, so the last episode, that makes sense. Last episode, we're about to start the walk, okay? And I think we had to walk about 25 kilometres from the start till we got to a campsite. And it didn't quite go to plan, to say the least, okay? And I'm just going to give you a rundown because we didn't actually film the bit where it went wrong, which we should have done actually. What you're going to see on the screen now is a couple of pictures, you know, of us setting off, starting walking and all that, and basically, there's like these orange poles, okay, with a little red triangle or something, orange triangle, sorry, and that is for the track. You're supposed to follow those. And when we got to one of them, we looked out for the next one, but we kind of went the wrong way and went down into kind of some swamps. Now, I'm not saying like some crocodile-infested swamps sank off Jungle Book, no. I mean, it's just like, I don't know what it was like this grassy stuff that you step in and just like sinks, I swear. It was just crazy, and we got lost for a couple of hours and all this, got eaten alive by mosquitoes. That was fun. But then we managed to get back onto the track, but we lost a few hours and everything, and it all just went wrong like hell. And then we managed to get to this stream, which you'll see right now. Alright, we found fresh water, but so that's up there, if you can see that. That's I think where we've got to get to, but mouth of the sea, sea's over there. This is a raging torrent. Alright, so what we got to do is we got to take shoes off, all that, GoPro case. I'm going to lob my sticks across. Oh, whoa! Oh no! Oh, I should have really thrown that. Oh, damn. Oh, Christ. Right, now I can put my foot down. Put my foot down. I'm going to put my foot down on Joe. Whoa! 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 Joe, I'll admit it, it's a touch cold, but I'm alive. I'm safe across the torrent. Now what we're going to do is we're going to filtrate some of this water because it's coming from a thingy. What? Oh, flip sake. Alright, don't you dare throw that. Hang about here for a day. Alright, what's next is going up to there, get our bearings, and then we'll be set. And I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so what happened after that was we pretty much just kept walking, okay, and then it just got really bad because we were supposed to get to another stream, a more mainstream, if you will. So we were supposed to get to a next stream because that's where the campsite was, because that's where we knew where it was, and I think we're about 2 kilometers short from it, but it got pitch black. We were down on the beach. There was like literally the beach was like crawling alive with these insects. Literally, I can't describe what it was, but all you could see was like just the ground was moving. It was the stuff of nightmares, and we're in like the middle of nowhere. Literally set up our tent, and yeah, we got in it. We managed to because there's nothing to burn when there's just sand. It's like, what do you burn? So I don't even know what we burnt. I think it was like bits of paper or something. Trying to heat up some beans. Basically we had sandy can of like mixed beans with a couple of flies in it, which was horrible. And yeah, so the next morning is where I started filming again, which you will see now. Hello. Last time you saw us probably in the stream thing, weren't we? That's the last time we filmed. Well, it was a bit of a long day. We got lost out in a swamp, which is quite bad. Well, I call it a swamp, it was just really bushy. That lost us about a couple of hours, and we managed to get down to the twilight camp thing, but then we managed to get back, went over the mountain as well, and we tried to find a stream and we couldn't find it, and so we kind of camped in the wilderness,
and we've kind of made the decision to leave this tent behind and share a tent from now on, because we shared that one last night and it seemed alright. And we've left our self-inflating mats as well. We've just got to cover about 4 kilometres, something like that, just to catch up what we missed out, and then we should be back on track. But yeah.
As you can tell there, you know, we're not in the best shape. You can see like my face is all like sunburned to hell in that video. Literally, this is all swollen, as you can see. And I'm just going to let you know why we left our tent, okay? Because you're probably wondering, like, what the hell is the first day you're leaving the tent? Like, you're insane. Like, think about the money you spend on everything. But when it comes to those kind of situations, materialistic things, they just don't matter. When you're in that much of a pickle, stuff like that, you just do not care about. It was literally extra weight, and we just threw our stuff away. And basically, for the rest of the trip, yes, you can imagine, we slept in one tent together. Which you think, like, what a silly mistake. You must have, just think about that before you leave. These are tips for people who are going to be travelling as well, because this is the way not to do it, okay? Is our trip. We finally made it to the stream, and this is truly one of my favourite clips of the entire trip as semi, just because like it's such a powerful angle. That sounds very weird, but I just love the way that I just put down the GoPro, and it's the feeling of when you've been walking like all day in the sun. Our whole forearms are burnt to crap, neck, everything, and we finally got to the stream. And yeah, just here's the clip.
This is where we were supposed to be last night. Enjoy the little things. We're gonna wash ourselves now, proper, and then we got 25 kilometres to gain back, to do today, I mean, sorry. So, here's to that.
This is where it all kind of goes wrong, okay? So after that night, that hellish night, and all this, we keep walking. We're in the second day of the walk now. And we keep walking, sun pops back out, burning us to crap. We stop for lunch, which is basically baked beans in this crappy little pot, and we tried to burn anything we could find. Basically, I had cold sandy baked beans, which was you know, it's not on my top 5 best dinners I've ever had. And it was at that point where I think we're both like, just, this is insane. Like, it was just absolutely dreadful. You know, when you can't even, I was literally scratching out of the sand dune to try and like shelter us. It was that hot. I've just never experienced anything like that. So we made the joint decision to kind of like either postpone or give up on the walk. Okay, you must think, oh my god, it's 2 days, come on boys, what are you doing? Hands down, just for anyone to try it, okay? Try it before you say anything, okay? In that situation, yeah, yeah. This is where it got really weird, okay? We tried to find like a main road, okay? So we go through these woods, and of course we get lost. Makes sense, trying to find the road. We were in the woods, and I just kept saying to Joe, because I'm not going to say he was panicking or anything, mate, I know you're watching this, you weren't panicking, I know that, but like, you know, we were getting a bit like, oh god, what are we going to do? And I said to him, like, we're in the woods, you know, we got a tent, we're going to be fine, you know, we got food and everything. And he even went, like, a kilometre or 2 up the road, trying to find, like, the road or something, I don't know, up this path. Anyway, we were like, we're actually stuck, what are we going to do? It was only then when we actually heard like this vehicle coming along down the dirt track, and we were like, oh my god, it's a car, oh my god, someone's going to save our life. I've never seen Joe move so fast in my life. He literally threw his bag down and just like ran out in front of this car. And it was basically this big old meaty 4x4 with these big boys in it. Now picture the New Zealand rugby team, these big boy Maoris, okay? There was 3 of them in this 4x4, you know, just driving along these dirt tracks, and then Joe just like ran up to this car and said, guys, you know, can you help us, can you give us a lift to the nearest town or whatever? And so we jumped in basically a car with 3 massive guys they saw how sunburned we all were, and they were like, oh, we're just going for a swim and all this. Okay. They're like, yeah, well, there's this pool somewhere in the woods. I was like, alright. So we found this pool, and you'll see a picture right now. It's actually a helicopter pool, and it turns out that it's illegal to actually swim in them, but you know, hey ho, the locals play by their own rules, you know. And so they were like, let's go for a swim. I just saw water and I was just like, the sunburns is like, you just kind of fall it like Voldemort just into the pot. Yeah, basically these guys were so awesome, and we just swimming with them. I'll show you some pictures now, just swimming with them. Then there was wasps everywhere. It was really crazy. But yeah, these three guys were some of the nicest blokes I think we've ever met, you know. And what they did was they drove us back to their hometown, to Cal, and yeah, we got to this like shop. We sat down outside the front of it, and we were just like, I don't know, like, because Joe, he was asking me, what are we going to do? What are we going to do then? Like, you know, what's our next move? And I was just like, let's just chill for a sec. And that's where I had my first Bundaberg, and that's why the little ginger beer means so much to me, is because like that Bundaberg was, ice cold. And we got the Tikal t-shirt. Tikal, can you see it? Tikal? It's pretty cool, and on it has like my Marais, and then it's like my harbour, my tribe, my home. Tikal is like my home. And this t-shirt just meant so much to us. We were just like, this is the start of something different, because hitchhiking that ride, we were just like, mate, why don't we do this? Like, because we saw how easy it pretty much was to get a lift. We were just like, this would be so awesome to travel around the country like this. Like, how cool would that be? And we were sat there, and these three girls came over, and they said, oh, you guys, like, you travelling around, like, do you need a lift anywhere? And we're just like, yeah, I guess to a campsite or something. And they were like, yeah, okay, that's fine, yeah, okay, we can take somewhere, we're just gonna go to the beach first. It was like, okay. And we went to this beach that had white sand, literally white sand. I'll show you the picture of me, like, just like on that beach. You see like probably the tan lines and everything, and then like it was so cool. And then they drove us literally, I think, another 100 kilometers down to this place called Hihi, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. There's another picture. We stayed there for I think 2 or 3 nights, and that's where I made that's where we made this video.
Hello. And this is Wednesday the something 13th. Basically last clip you saw was us in the stream. Lots happened since then. Basically we sort of technically gave up on Tero. We just found it so tough.
We just realised it's not what we want to do out here. Yeah, it wasn't enjoyable at all. It
was relentless, and basically we wandered into the woods, to be honest, trying to find this road, and we were nearly going to give up and press that S where he was. And then we had a car, and these 3 Kiwi lads in a 4x4 came and saved us, and they were a right good laugh. Went and had a good swim. And then we hitchhiked basically to, where was it? Tikal. No, it was Tikal.
Oh, Tikal. Wow,
and we got these t-shirts. And then from there, we sat on a bench eating an ice cream. These 3 girls came along and said, like, where do you want to go and all this? And we got down to, where was it? Kaitaia. They took us to McDonald's. They took us then to here. And we spent the night here. It's amazing. There's like free Wi-Fi and everything, $20. And basically we're going to stay here another night and just get like all together, like all of our stuff and food and stuff, and just hitchhike. So we're going to hitchhike all the way down to the other end, hopefully. Look how brown we are.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Today's episode, pretty much, because like when we got to Hihi, that was like a big old turning point, because that's where we decided we're just like we're gonna hitchhike around. We're screw the walk, we're gonna hitchhike, and this is gonna be so cool. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this episode. I hope it all made sense, because I'm just recording this and then I'm gonna like hopefully just all entwine it, so hopefully it all made sense. But yes, if you enjoyed this, make sure to drop a good old like on the video, and I hope you're looking forward to next week's episode. Also, when you're watching this, if you've made it to the end, I probably should have said it at the beginning, but I'm hopefully doing a Q&A on this Sunday, so make sure to drop a comment down below on this video. I will answer any of your questions or challenges, whatever, in the video. It'd be sick. And yes, I will see you in the next one, everyone. See you later.